What going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the first episode of 2024. I forgot what year it is already. It seemed like time is just flying past. I need to get my color back. So I went on vacation and I am really tanned from that vacation, from being out in the sun. I did spend a few hours out on the deck patio on the cruise ship, and I was listening to a book, and it was crazy because my cousin was like, "I was about to go to guest services and had them come open up your door," because she was like, "You ain't responding. You ain't." I was knocking on your door and you didn't respond, and I was out on the patio listening to a book called "Chasing the Alpha Sun," and it was like the book was so good. It was like I sat there until like 3 hours or so of the book, and that's just how much I was into it. Listen to that book. But so yeah, the reason why I wasn't an episode last week because I was out in the middle of the ocean, and obviously I couldn't do the podcast from out there. We were going to pre-tape an episode for you guys, but see what had happened was I had got busy. I shouldn't say busy. I procrastinated packing for that trip, and it was yeah, I procrastinated packing for my trip. So I believe I was scheduled to fly out on it Friday, and I didn't start packing until Wednesday night. And I shouldn't say really started packing because I really didn't pack much. So here it is, was the day before. It was the day before the cruise, which was that Thursday. Well, I leave to go for my to fly to the ship. That Thursday, I had a hair appointment to get my hair done. Then I had to go to the barber shop, and then I came home and I I did some packing before recording the last episode of the podcast, and then right after I think I finished packing right after that podcast, and I had to be back up at 4 a.m. to catch my flight, and I flew. Was it flew? My flight will I had to go to fly to Miami to board the ship. I think that I spent so much time in the tropical area that I actually like I feel like I don't know if I was turning into what they call a Floridian or not. Let me explain. So after the cruise, I had spent 2 days in Miami, right? And in those 2 days, I had one of the days I went outside. I just remember going outside, and it was like 71 degrees outside. But I went outside, and it was cold to me. I'm like, this is where I'm from, Wisconsin. Like this is hot weather. It's supposed to be warm. It's supposed to feel warm to me. It's supposed to feel like summer. 71 degrees. It feels like summer to me. I went outside, and it was cold. Oh boy, was it cold! Which is crazy because when I was on a cruise ship, uh, I was in the Havana area, and they had something like almost like an infinity pool there. So, all these other people like, oh, that water cold. I wouldn't do it. Well, I'm from Wisconsin. I jumped right and got right into the water with no problem. Just ran into the water, no problem. And here I am, 71 degrees, and talking about I'm cold in fucking Miami, and I'm from Wisconsin. Like, yeah, I feel so weird. So, I did go on the cruise with my older cousin. We was on the Carnival Celebration ship. We went to Amber Cove / Dominican Republic. Then the next day we spent one day in Puerto Rico, and then we spent one day in the Virgin Islands. I mean, this in the I don't know how to say this and not sound disrespectful. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell y'all. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to Same Cast Different Day podcast. I just started talking. I'm Martel Rowland. Tina Marie will be joining shortly. But I can say about the islands, the places that we visited. I don't. I'm sure. I don't want to sound like I'm disrespectful. That people try to come for me, like you don't know their struggles type stuff. It's just, oh God, how do I say this? Um, okay. Um, the places that we visited. Well, can yeah, they did have some in Puerto Rico too. Okay, I'm just gonna say there was a lot of shacks. It was a lot of shacks in the place that in all the places that we visited, it seemed like we drove past a lot of shacks. And I just was like, it seemed like only the touristy area of Puerto Rico looked nice. And then it was like, you got your area where your rich people live at. But then after that, it's just like it just looked poor and shacks and stuff like that. And then we went to we was driving through the Virgin Islands. And that last excursion, it kind of pissed me off a little. We did the catamaran, something like that, and we spent more time driving to the destinations than we did what the actual destination was. I don't know, but so what we ended up doing was we got on this truck, car, bus thing. It looked like a dump truck, and then they put seats on the back and turned it into a tourist thing, whatever. So we on one of them. Mind you, these things don't have. If you're sitting on the left side, they don't have like a guardrail or anything to protect you right there. So this thing is like whipping back and forth real fast like that. Oh, yeah, it was a mess. Um, but in the Virgin Islands, like I said, we drove past a lot of shacks and wild. Are they called wild chickens? Do we call them chickens? Are chickens that walk around on the streets called wild chickens or just chickens? Like, what do we call those? But anyway, Joe, their houses was like so close to the freaking street. Like, I couldn't fathom why the houses was built so close to the street. I'm not used to seeing the houses built that close. But it was like literally they step out their front door, boom, street. And it was just being over there in the Virgin Islands. It was a culture shock to me to see that. And it's almost like because you look at the people that live there and these people that's like taking us on our excursions and stuff like that, and you looking at them, and it's like, do it's almost like I want to ask them like, do you live in a shack? I know I'm sounding like a bigot American. I don't know what you want to call it, but it was just weird. Like, do y'all really live in shacks in the Virgin Islands? Like, do you really live in a shack? But overall, okay. Anyways, I'm getting a little bit off topic, but yeah. So, like I said, we drove to most of the places. I saw a lot of shacks along the way. Puerto Rico, we went to this resort in Puerto Rico, and it was really nice. The drinks in Puerto Rico are really expensive. The food is very expensive in Puerto Rico, by the way. Besides the millions of shacks that we saw along the way, I did have a really good time there. Tina Marie only called me about 4,864,009 million times while I was on the cruise ship. Oh, hey, Tina, how you doing? Hi, how you doing?
Oh, you gonna front like you didn't call me?
Huh?
Hmm.
Huh?
Hmm.
Nothing. No, I was just telling them about how we was driving through all the islands, and I just saw a bunch of shacks, and then one of them, it was a chicken walking down the streets. I was like, do we call it a wild chicken or just a chicken? Because I don't know what we call those, but
I don't know if chickens are wild.
are they considered wild? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'll drink to that though.
Yay, you drinking today?
Where's your drink?
Huh?
You know what? You don't know how to vacation right.
I've been working all day today. I'm tired as
I
hell.
don't want to hear no excuses.
I am
No
tired.
excuses.
I'm
No.
tired as hell. I've been working all day today.
Mm-mm.
I was telling them about
Mm-mm.
my vacation, how we saw a bunch of shacks while we was there. I
Mm-mm.
got a tan while I was out because I didn't realize until I got back home. I'm in the bathroom looking in the mirror like, why the fuck do all my skin look darker than what it normally
Why
do?
did you think you wasn't? You was in the Caribbean. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't you be tan?
Because I was looking at my
What?
arms and stuff like, because it was like some parts where you can still like to come, my normal color is starting to come back already. So I'm like, did I tan when I was there?
Duh, you didn't wear
But
no sunscreen, did you?
I did. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
okay. Oh, look at you.
I did wear
That's a common
sunscreen.
misconception, and black people think they don't have to wear sunscreen. We do.
Oh hell no, I did not want to get sunburned. Oh no.
I did when I went to Puerto Rico. All this killed my whole forehead. I was in class. Like, oh, how dare you got something to drink?
Hmm,
You know what? I'm not. I've had a rough couple of days, and I'm not here for your shenanigans.
hmm.
Y'all, I was calling him to vent about my dreadful day I had, and he didn't even pick up the phone.
I
Time I was
was
asleep. Nigga, you was just on vacation for like 10 days.
I had a stressful day getting back home. I was tired still.
The audacity.
I can't say I did drink a lot of rum punches and a lot of strawberry margaritas while I was on the ship.
Ooh, yeah, I really like Carnival's, the strawberry margaritas. They be
Although
on
I
point.
can say the food in the dining room was terrible because there was some nights where I just forced myself to eat because I know I need to eat something because I didn't want to keep the food was just terrible in the dining room.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer the food that was on the smaller ship. The Vista was better than the large ship, and I
Was it the
didn't.
same food?
No, the menu was different. I remember I remember having a lot more options. I think I had told you one day like the food options were so horrible that I ended up ordering off the kids menu. That's how bad it was. Like I ordered a pepperoni pizza off the kids menu and some
Wow.
fries. Like that's how bad it was. I did enjoy. So I did get to see Deal or No Deal on there. I didn't get to see Family Feud. I saw. I don't know the name of the show, but it was like some. It was like three violin players and there's some bunch of people singing in all white. I really love those shows. I posted those videos on my TikTok. They had some type of circus show. I couldn't follow what was going on. I didn't understand, and then I was sitting there falling asleep, so I just got up and walked off and left. Uh, I didn't make it to none of the comedy shows. Yes,
How dare you? Did you go? You didn't go to the comedy shows. Did you go to the club?
I did visit Limelight Lounge, and then I went to the New Year's Eve party that was on the ship. I did the New Year's Eve party, but I spent most of the time on the ship was mostly spent in the Havana area. Those of you who don't know what the Havana area is, I am sold out. I'm pretty sure on the next ship there was no point on the next cruise that we're doing because we're doing an Alaskan cruise next. And there was no point in doing the Havana area on there because it's gonna be Alaska and then there's no point in being outside. But this time, since I did the Havana area, the only thing I did like about the ship in the Havana area was that I kind of had like my own like porch or whatever, and it had like this lounge chair and another chair, then it had like a swinging chair with a table out there. And then you walk out this little door thing, walk down some steps, and you can like go to like it's like a whole nother deck that you can lounge on up under that. Um, and if you keep following the deck all the way around, it leads to Havana Bar. And I kind of love that area because I spent a lot of my time on that ship in that area because one, there was no wait for drinks there. In a Havana area was no wait for drinks. It wasn't really many people out there, and it had a pool area that many people didn't use because you need this, which for some reason I still have on this red bracelet to get into that pool area, and they had an infinity pool there also. So overall, I did enjoy myself on my cruise. I can't wait for the next one. Uh, on the way coming home though, y'all. So Tuesday it was so much bad weather. So the cruise ended on the 7th, but I wasn't scheduled to fly out tonight. There was other plans that was involved, and the other person didn't come. So um, yeah. So it was supposed to do some stuff there, but it didn't happen. So I was in Miami for 2 days by myself. So on the 9th of January is when I was supposed to be flying back home. I boarded my plane at like 5:45 a.m. in Miami. The plane took off about 6:08, 6:10, somewhere around that time. Uh, at 8 o'clock, I want to say 8 o'clock. It might be some other time. It might be a little bit before 8 o'clock. We got diverted, and we had to land in Jacksonville, Florida, and they pulled us into the tarmac. They pulled us up to the gate and stuff. Other people got off. I chose to stay on. Like, I'm not afraid to go into this airport and spend money, so I stayed on the plane. And then they're like, "Oh, well, there's another Southwest plane coming in, so we're gonna have to reboard the plane." And then um, um, we got basically had to go sit on the tarmac. So from I say about 9 a.m. to about 2 o'clock p.m. we sat on the tarmac and we waited and waited and waited because Atlanta Airport shut down twice while we were trying to fly into Atlanta to get to our connecting flights. Um, so they shut down the airport. Then we got a clearance around 11:30 to go. Like, hey, Atlanta's back open. We got a clearance to go back in or whatever. And then we sat on the tarmac. I guess the pilot was doing some new numbers because some people got off the flight, and it was like, well, we're just gonna fly from here to St. Louis or whatever to try to get a better flight and then drive from St. Louis or something like that. So a lot of people got off. So I guess while we're sitting there waiting, then the captain come back on the PA again. Atlanta closed again. So we didn't depart Jacksonville, Florida, till about 2 p.m. And I landed in Atlanta at about close to 3 o'clock. I landed in Atlanta. And by that time, I missed my flight that was supposed to have me back at home at 10 a.m. And then they had rebooked me on another flight that was supposed to take me to Nashville, Tennessee from Atlanta. And then I'm supposed to fly from Nashville, Tennessee to back home in Milwaukee. Missed that flight also because we got to Atlanta late. So then they had to rebook me on another flight. So then we get there in time. Well, I had 25 minutes to literally go and try to find some food to eat, use the bathroom, and be back on my next flight. That flight took me from Atlanta to Kansas City, which really pissed me off because like y'all flew me past the state that I was going to for me to go to Kansas City just to find me back to Milwaukee. And then I ended up having to do like a 2.5, 3 hour layover in Kansas City just to fly back home. And when I tell y'all that landing back here at home, because they had some winds that was going about 35, 40 miles an hour that was gusting around and stuff. Baby, when I tell y'all we was on that plane just shaking and rattling and going like this, it was terrible coming in for that landing here in Milwaukee. Oh, I held on to that chair and that seat for dear life. Jesus, y'all don't understand. It kept on falling. It kept feeling like that plane was falling out the air. I was like, oh, Jesus, in my hand. I said, oh, Jesus, help me. Jesus, just put the plane on the ground. Just put it on the ground, Jesus.
What is wrong with you?
I was scared. Oh, my God. Every last plane ride, in total, I did 4 plane rides in one day. And every last plane ride, I think the only time we didn't have turbulence is when we got up to like 36,000 feet, and we got a little and we was out of Georgia, and then we didn't have no turbulence. And then as soon as we started our descent, the clouds went from white to gray, and then we did a whole bunch of shaking in the clouds, and then we came out the clouds and it was just white. It was snow. It was just snow everywhere in Kansas City. But that was my trip and my travels coming back home.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed.
I forgot to tell you, it was Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and then the Virgin Islands is where we went.
Nice. Oh, okay. I'll drink to that. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
And then so the next trip will be September. Well, actually, no, October, because my cousin, she called these cousin trips that we're doing. So October will be Vegas, and then next year September will be the 10-day Alaskan cruise. And then I think me, Tina, and Mary's supposed to be going to get a cabin sometime during this summer. I don't know who's supposed to be planning that out. I think that was Mary's idea. That's something she's supposed to be planning, I guess. I don't know. But that was my,
Well, all
my
right.
vacation. My vacation.
Okay. I guess I'm going to a cabin this summer sometime, but I don't know where or when.
I don't know either.
Okay.
But
Okay.
with that being said, oh shit, I don't push the button. Oh, nope.
Oh, you over there fucking up.
I am. Let's head into hot topics. Oh, I know the camera was back on. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's hot topics. So, our main focus for hot topics on this episode is Black Hollywood and Katt Williams. I did watch an hour and 38 minutes of the show. I didn't get a chance to watch the rest of it because I got real busy today. Because I remember being out there in the ocean and I was hearing people talking about it, and I finally got home like, what is all this? Even Tina said, did you watch the Katt Williams? I'm like, no, I ain't watched it yet. So I had to go in there and watch it. And when I say that this, oh, I don't, he is a fool. I was about to say something else, but I don't know, trying to get that white audience. So, I should be dropping the N-word. But when I say he is a fool, when he was roasting Steve Harvey,
Everybody.
Ricky Smiley, Cedric the Entertainer, oh my God, when he's called Cedric the Entertainer a walrus, and he said Cedric the Entertainer came and sat on your couch like a walrus, and then couldn't even get his hands off his stomach, I just said, oh my God. So, oh my God, he was talking about Cedric. I think the Entertainer stole some of his jokes. I think he said Steve Harvey had stole some of his jokes.
Yep, and then had stole the idea for his show from hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh yeah, that right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He called Faison a fat liar. You a fat Faison liar. Dude, he is ignorant.
Wait, because he was talking about him, and he was like, he said when Faison does movies, he's still Faison. He ain't the character. He just Faison. He's like, why in every shirt, in every movie he do, he got to take off his shirt. And I had to think about it, like he did take off his shirt in every movie.
He talked about Kevin Hart and how everybody was wearing dresses, and he said he wasn't gonna wear a dress. He talked about how fast he can run, and then came with the receipts. And I mean, granted, he was on a basketball court. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so on the blogs on Instagram, right? They posted a video of him running that, he said he can run a 40 in like 4.4 or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was inside. He wasn't on a football field or a track field. He was on a basketball court, and he ran, I think it was 4.47 or something like that. But when I was reading the comments, I don't really know my dimensions of a basketball court. They were saying that it's not really 40 yards, it's like 30 something yards or whatever. Either way, the man's 50 and he can run faster than I can. So kudos to him for that. The way he was running though was so hilarious. Like he ain't having no shirt and he was running like the Terminator. I was about to pass out. I watched that like 50 million times. It was
I'll
so
have to go
funny. It was
find it
so
and watch
funny.
it. I'll have to go find it
It
and watch
was.
it. Oh my god.
He is a fool. I'm talking about that man is a fool. But
But
he,
he was being honest though, and that's the thing that I like. A
yeah.
lot of people came on that man's show and lied to that man. Like Ricky Smiley said that he was supposed to be what was the
The
pimp
pimp
name?
and
The pimp in
Friday.
Friday. I can't think Money Mike. He was supposed to be Money Mike in Friday. And then he was like Ricky Smiley. He said his best roles is when he got on a dress playing a woman. He said Tyler Perry and Ricky Smiley can play. He said they can't play men, but they good at playing women. They can.
Danny turned around and said that he had it written in his contract that if he ever did another movie,
With Ricky Smiley,
with he had to
he
wear
had
a
to wear.
dress
And what happened in first Sunday? He was in there playing the old lady.
in a dress.
What?
Yep.
To be honest, I never knew Ricky Smiley was in Friday. Was it Friday After Next? I
You didn't
never.
know he was a Santa
I
Claus?
did not know that was Ricky Smiley this whole time. So he because I remember he was watching the interview and he was like Ricky Smiley said that they got my nose and my face covered. Ain't nobody gonna know it's me. You was damn right because I ain't have no clue that was your ass. I did not
I didn't
know.
know. You know what? To be honest with you, I didn't know it was him either until like Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley, like they had that morning talk radio show that they played here. Then I kind of knew it was him. Um, but I mean, I feel like he fit the role perfectly. To be honest, he kind of seemed like a shady character to me. I don't know. I don't know the man personally, but I feel like he played good. I feel like everybody in that movie was set for their role.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Yes, I remember he came in and he said that they was going through rehearsals. And he was like Ice Cube let him kind of what was it? Not freelance. I can't think of the word, but just kind of let him do his own thing. And then he said, I remember he said he mentioned that uh he don't think that his character should get raped in the movie, and he was like, we should take rape serious or some shit like that. And they ended up changing the script for that the character didn't get raped in the movie. So I didn't know that in that was actually planned for his character to get raped in the movie. So I'm kind of happy that they didn't go that route. And the route that they would go with, I'm actually was happy with that. I don't know why T-Name put Torian down for a nap, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I be talking about with black people.
You don't know why
Oh,
Tina
hey,
didn't
how
do
you
what with
doing?
Torian?
Oh, hey, how you doing? What going on?
You didn't know why Tina didn't do what with Torian?
Nothing. I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing.
Oh, okay.
I
Mm,
ain't say. I
mm,
ain't say nothing.
okay.
But
Mm.
yeah, but I'm saying he was dropping truth bombs and stuff on there. He was talking about how Faison ain't never had a Netflix special, and he has had 12 Netflix specials. He talked about how some of these stand-up comedians, well, I guess back then, I don't know now, but uh we're talking about how they didn't write their own jokes, that other people doing all these jokes and stuff for them. I believe he's talking about Cedric and Steve Harvey at that time also.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like Steve Harvey is corny funny, right? Like Family Feud, I feel like suits him with the corny jokes
When
that
he
he
when he
throw
do the
out
like
there.
the country corny jokes, that's what suits him. Like
Yeah,
Katt Williams said.
can't
Uh,
can't really say that. I feel like Cedric the Entertainer, like he ain't bad, but I can't quote him on anything that he said. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. I just know who he is. He's been in the game for so
to
long.
to be honest,
Kings of
I only know
Comedy.
him from the few movies of him that I've seen in the Kings of Comedy. Outside of the Kings of Comedy, I probably have never seen a Cedric the Entertainer stand up. I've probably seen about every Dave Chappelle stand up there is. Um,
I don't like Dave Chappelle. I mean, so I don't like him in stand up. I like his show.
Word?
Yeah. Now his show was funny as hell to me. His show was funny as hell to me. And I don't know if it was just because he had characters that he played or
Hmm.
whatever, but he wasn't funny to me. Eddie Murphy was funny to me.
To be honest, I probably watched Eddie Murphy stand up once.
When he had the red jacket on.
Yeah, and I can't. To be honest, I can't quote now one thing from it.
Well, first of all, was you born when it came out?
Just because I wasn't born doesn't mean I haven't seen it.
I, I was just trying to find out.
You know
That's
what? You
all.
know what?
Could you relate to anything he was saying?
It's gonna mop that floor really nice because it feels like twice the
How dare you?
How dare you offend me?
Whatever. You always trying to call me. Oh, you ain't old enough now. That's what you get.
I still see my mama got it on DVD.
You still got a DVD player?
With I play it on the Xbox. It is one. I don't
I'm
know. I
finna
think
rib you. I'm finna say, look, I'm finna rib you. You still got a DVD?
I think it is one here somewhere still.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of people I haven't seen a lot of they stand up material. Like I said, I seen Katt Williams. I'm gonna be dead honest. I don't know which one that I watched, but it was a Kevin Hart stand up. It was one of his arena tours, and I did not find it funny at all. And like he had a few ha-has, but I'm like, oh, this ain't funny.
So Kevin Hart is funny to me only because he's little.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm happy because
I
he
don't
did that.
laugh
He
at
did
I
that
don't laugh at Cat Williams because he's little. I laugh at
right.
Kevin Hart because he's little.
Like he did that one movie with the guy that was in the wheelchair or something like that. He was like paralyzed or some shit like that. So
Mm.
I feel like Kevin Hart need to do a few more serious like roles because I feel like when he do his comedy stuff, it's always short jokes in there. And
Or
like
kind of
you,
like the same material.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like Kevin Hart, you when did Soul Plane come out? Like early 2000s, so it's been 20 some years now, and you still
Hmm.
relying on short jokes to get by.
He did this one movie with what's his name? Uh, dang, what is his name? Martial artist, black, been in a lot of movies, kind of older now.
Who, Michael J. White?
No, um, he played Demolition Man. Demolition Man.
Tina, how old do you think I am? I ain't never seen
Oh my
Demolition Man.
God, you don't know what Demolition?
I've never seen it.
Oh my God. Oh, what is his name? Why I can't remember his name? I'm
You
terrible.
having an old moment for not knowing his name now.
You having an old moment. Dang, he played in a lot of movies. Okay. He was Blade.
Oh, Wesley Snipes.
Yes. So he got a serious movie with Wesley Snipes that was really good. They played brothers.
I think I
Yep,
did
they
see that.
played.
Okay. I think if I didn't see it, I seen clips of it. Cause my mama,
That
when the
was
movie
a that
when the
was a
movie
good
come out, she would
movie.
watch the hell out of a movie. I mean, she would watch it over and over and over. I'm so happy she ain't found out the Equalizer 3 is on Netflix yet, because she would have watched it
Oh, I
four thousand eight
watched it.
hundred.
I
She
watched it
she
already.
she gonna watch it 4,862,000 times. The first one came out 18 years ago, and she watched that movie about 12,000
It,
times a year.
I'm I'm being honest, it wasn't what I was expecting, and I don't know because I mean Denzel was Denzel, right? And I
Hmm.
don't know if I don't want to say it was because he was older, because the stunts, the choreography, all of that was there. Um, I just feel like because um, oh, they closed my son's pool.
That just like they want us to believe that that's Queen Latifah doing all that stuff in the Equalizer TV show. I said this stuff is unbelievable. Now we know Queen Latifah and her circumference is not doing all that stuff.
Wait, because it's some agile bigger girls, and I don't know how big you think Queen Latifah is. Like she
We
is
know she ain't
tall.
doing no backflips. I can tell you that.
Well, okay, fine, but somebody doing the backflips, that is her stunt double, right? Somebody,
Just make
somebody
it
that's her
make
stunt
it
double.
believable. Why is it so hard to make stuff believable again?
Because somebody at her stature can do backflips.
Make it
Somebody was doing them.
believable. Make
But
TV shows
anyway,
believable.
Equalizer 3, it was like all based in a one little small town. And I feel like I was looking for something that was like more James Bondish, or and it started out kind of like that, kind of like all over, kind of like Europe or whatever type of thing,
Mm.
a little bit more spread out, but it wasn't. It was like one location. I was like, they must have saved a lot of money doing that, but
I
yeah,
ain't I ain't never seen the second one, so eh.
if I did,
But
I don't remember it.
what time is it? Okay, let's move into Black Hollywood. So for those of you who don't know, there's been a lot of stories coming out about black actors and actresses not getting paid their fair share of money in Hollywood. Taraji P. Henson recently revealed that she got paid $12,000 for the Curious Case of Benjamin Button, the movie that she did with Brad Pitt. Now she did win an Oscar for that role, but imagine that movie, as big as it was, and you only got paid $12,000 for that movie. Viola Davis came out and said that somebody or her agent, or I don't know who it was. They remember she said it. I remember her saying that they told her that she was the Black Meryl Streep, but she said y'all don't pay me like the Black Meryl Streep though. And uh, then Terrence Howard came out. I think I did mention this on another episode where I said Terrence Howard came out and he said that he only got paid like between $10,000 to $20,000 for the movie Hustle and Flow. And then when it came to like royalties and stuff like that, they put that the music was performed by DJ, which is a character owned by Paramount. So uh, all these years when we were streaming that music or buying the soundtracks, whenever Hustle and Flow was played on TV and the music would play, Terrence Howard was getting none of the royalties off that music at all. So, and then it make us think that everything that Monique was saying to us back in the day, like
It wasn't
I'm
that
going to
far. It wasn't that long ago. She was complaining about that, and then she
this.
got black, like
It was
blackballed.
about 8 years ago, 8 9 years
Was
ago.
it?
Yeah,
I thought she got
yeah,
blackballed like
because
right
it was
before
like right
COVID.
after. Yeah, I think it was right after Precious came out. Precious has been out for like almost 10 years now, a little over 10 years. So it was right after Precious
Hmm.
all this stuff started happening.
Okay.
So if those of you don't know, she did the movie Precious, and then she was working with Oprah and Spike Lee for when they produced or directed. I think Spike Lee directed, Oprah produced, or whatever how it go. So Oprah and Spike wanted Monique to go overseas to promote the movie, do a press junket overseas, and she
Hmm.
asked them was she getting paid for it, and they told her no. And because she refused to go over there and work for free to promote this movie, they label her as difficult to work with. And when all these labels and stuff started coming out about her, she wasn't able to book gigs, she wasn't able to get movie roles, she wasn't able to get TV show roles, and all these other kind of things that just kind of happened. Like the only thing you seen Monique in was a Christmas movie that was in the theaters for 2 weeks, or a straight to DVD movie, and you don't even see her really in those no more since that has happened. So she got
Nope.
basically kicked out of Hollywood. So it makes you wonder. Like, I mean, now it's like, yeah, she wasn't crazy. And like when all of us say, oh, she needs to shut up, blah blah blah. I was one of those people like she needs to shut her mouth. She's just doing too much. And now I'm like, Monique, I am sorry for the things that I said back in the day about you. I had no clue. And I guess it took for other actors and actresses to come out for and it's like hear this side of the story. When they came out and started speaking their truth, it made what Monique was saying about Hollywood make so much more sense. Like she had said, they had offered Amy Schumer, uh, I think it was 11, almost $12 million to do a Netflix special. Monique said they came at her and offered her only 500,000 for a Netflix special.
And she had wrong. So Monique is one of my favorite female comedians. Always has
Hmm.
been. Um, like I don't know why they think she don't have the talent. I mean, it's not like they're saying that she don't have the talent. It was more so and that's kind of like in any job, right? You
It's because
push
she
for
black and they didn't
better.
want to pay her.
I mean, but then when you push for better, these are the
Hmm.
consequences you get. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
right,
And that's
right.
that. And that's that. That's at any job. They start to find things or like kind of turn people against you or try to build a case against you to kind of push you out. So, I mean, she like the Parkers, right? How long was the Parkers running?
I think 6 or 7 years.
And I mean, and that was a spinoff. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
from what Moesha.
Yep.
So I mean, that was some. I used to love to watch the Parkers. I liked them together. It was funny to me. It was
Uh,
great.
well, I don't know what day they switched up the nights every now, but I remember it was Parker. It was the Parkers, the Eve, girlfriends, and half and half. That was like the Black Knight lineup at that time when all the other black shows went off the air. That's what we had to watch, and I think the Parkers was probably the most watched shows out of all them shows. Until
Yeah,
girlfriends didn't start. People really didn't start watching that till like the third season or whatever. But Parker's always had that consistent viewership every single week they were on.
yeah. So I don't know. So put some respect on her name. I don't know why they trying to play with her like that. But then Taraji, right?
Hmm.
She spoke up as well, and I mean, she was best known in Baby Boy, right? I feel
Hmm.
like within the black community. Then she went on to play, was it Cookie Lions?
Hmm. Yeah,
Right.
Empire.
Yeah. Then I heard that she fired everybody in her team because her team didn't capitalize on her character there, and they should have capitalized on that character. Did they have any spin-offs for Empire?
Star. What's the spinoff?
Oh, okay. I didn't watch Star.
Yeah, and then the whole thing happened with Juicy Smouye, aka Jesse Smollett, and then he got everybody all the black shows canceled on Fox. And then they brought back and then they brought back white versions
With his
of
lying ass.
yeah. They went and brought back white versions of Empire. So instead of it being about a black family, it went to a white family in the country music business type stuff. That
You know
first
what? 50 Cent needs to round these people up and make a show because his shows, and I mean, they not for kid shows, but he got a very strong following behind Power. Right? Power was like one.
to be honest, I have never
Uh,
watched the Power series, so I'm sorry, y'all. I've never watched the Power series.
oh my God, he not black, y'all. Um, but and I mean, they were on premium channels, right? Because it was grown up
Yeah,
content.
they still on Stars.
But then like Raising Canaan, I haven't watched it, but the one before that with his sidekick, the white dude. Um, I did watch his spinoff in. I can't say if they did a second season or not. So I never
I
did
think they
start
I
watching
think they
Raising
did,
Canaan.
or they were because my mama was watching it. They did do it. I think they did do a second
Okay,
season
okay,
because she
okay.
follows all that stuff. I don't.
So the white dude is actually one of my favorite characters from Power because he like I don't know who
From what I saw, he was
like
always with the
did
shit.
that character. Yeah, always with the
He
shit.
always was
Like
with the shit.
always. Always, always. And I used to be on the edge of my seat, like, oh, his ass gonna get caught this time, but he figured some way out, some way to get out. And I actually met him. He came here and I went to where he was doing a meet and greet and I met him. I thought he would have been a lot taller, but he's not, and it's okay. And I've seen him in other movies like after that, and I was like, oh, he's actually a good actor.
Hmm.
And I kind of see him in that role. Um, but Raising Canaan, I know a
Yeah,
lot of people are really
everybody's
on
stuck on
like watching that.
all the Queensmen now. That's what everybody's talking about now. With
I don't even know what that is.
it's a show that come on BET Plus. It has the one girl from Eva Pixford. It's like the main character in that show. So from what I saw, it is worth watching. Because my mama,
Okay.
I walked in on her watching and actually sat and watched it for like 2 episodes. I know she's like a madam and she owned like this like strip club, this strip club. She got like the male dance.
Oh,
So it's a pretty good show. I can
what is
honestly
this
say
on?
it's on BET Plus.
Oh, okay.
But you know, for those people who download Fire Sticks, you can go watch it on there.
Good old, we gonna find a way.
Right. But yeah, like with Black Hollywood and just like um did the Oscars happen or was that no that was the Emmys that just happened? Or was that the Oscars? They just
I thought
happened.
it was the Oscars or Golden Globes or something.
I can't even keep up no more. Lord have mercy. But a lot of things that people are talking about lately in Black Hollywood, they keep talking about the Color Purple movie, and I'm just like, I just keep telling myself like I'm just not that interested in seeing it. Now, did everybody get their fair pay in that movie?
Get they what?
Now I want to know, did everybody get fair pay in that movie, the Color Purple remake?
I didn't see it.
So that makes me wonder, did everybody get fair pay? Fantasia, did you
Why?
get paid no money?
Why? Because it was Tyler Perry and Oprah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, like I said, they don't like. It's crazy because all this stuff about fair pay came out when they were promoting the Color Purple, when Taraji was promoting the Color Purple movie, and her and Oprah is currently beefing right now. Like at first, at the beginning of the promotion thing, it was like you see her and Oprah being lovey-dovey and all this other kind of stuff, and then like after Taraji came out and said what she said, Oprah been like standoffish off to the side and stuff, and like not trying to like you ain't really see her interacting with Taraji like that. Some of the pictures they have been in with each other after the whole incident, it looked forced, you know. And it's Oprah, and I feel like Oprah is like was like basically to Taraji, like, you need to shut up, you need to stop running your mouth about whatever, blah blah blah. Like,
Oprah to me has always been weird. I'm gonna tell you why. Because for one, where she from here, ain't she?
yeah, I believe so, somewhere up north.
Okay. But so she came from meager beginnings, right? And I feel like she done kind of forgot where she came from. And then I kind of like culture wise, right? Just black women wise. And I really can't say, unless she's doing it behind the scenes, that she has put too many people, black women on, and she has a lot of power to do so. You know, she just been kind of she just kind of sitting back collecting her money. I love the idea of reinventing the Color Purple for the newer generation, because it's been out like 20 some years or something like that. So I get it, and she starred in it, originally or whatever, and they did great, but it's like somebody gave her a break, right, to be in that movie. So and I kind of feel like after she was in that movie, that's when a lot of her stuff kind of started to like go up and up, right?
Harpo Studios and all that other shit.
Yeah. And she had her talk show and all of that stuff, So it kind of it's very bewildering to me to kind of hear those things, but I don't doubt it. I don't think it's a lie, because I always kind of got that energy from her, and it's like it's just weird, I try not to. It's just like red flags for me. For one, she never wanted to get married to Statman. And I asked you was it the last episode or something? Where the hell is Statman at? Is he alive? Like, what did he do? What did she do with that man? What did she do with that? She never had kids. She never got married. Even if y'all didn't want to have kids, or maybe she did marry him and we don't know. I don't know. But either way, we don't see him. And we used to see him all the time with her. And you would think on a night like the premiere, you know what I'm saying, the opening for Color Purple, he would have been there.
He's alive and he's 72 years old.
So he started it, and I mean, I thought he was like 72 years old a few years back, but whatever, because he's always been kind of gray, right? And I don't know
But
what this man sound like.
apparently he has. Does he have kids? Yep, he do. He got a daughter named Wendy Graham.
How old is his daughter?
She is born 1975, 49 years old.
Okay, so he had a kid when he met Oprah, right?
Yeah,
Had to, because they ain't been together 49 years.
he was married to Bradley Corinne. I don't know how you pronounce his
Okay.
name.
Or maybe they just not together no more, and that's why you don't see them. That's always a possibility. Maybe
Oh
they
wait,
broke up or whatever.
oh shit, I was on his daughter thing. Oh shit. Uh, okay. Who say we say who he was married to? Oh, Glenda
Yeah, he was
Graham was
asking.
her name. Glenda Graham was who he was married to.
Okay, and he had one daughter. Okay, fine. So he has a kid, and maybe that's why she was hesitant. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Oprah started dating him before he got divorced. I don't know. You know, or maybe he. I don't know. Did they ever get divorced?
Um,
Did she pass away?
no, she's still alive.
Okay.
He started dating Oprah in 1986. They got engaged in 1992.
And never got married.
Never got married.
And I don't feel like that's a him thing. It's a her thing, obviously.
So according to Wikipedia, don't know how true it is because anybody can log into Wikipedia and make some information.
Right.
But it says that he divorced his ex-wife in 1980. They was married from 1974 to 1980.
So 6 years.
Yeah. And he'd been with Oprah since 86.
Okay, well maybe he don't want to commit. I mean, no, because he proposed to her.
Mm-hmm.
So, but whatever.
Maybe,
I mean, and then I don't
maybe
know
she
if
holding
Oprah
out for
can have
Gail.
kids. I swear to God.
Oh.
Oh, the non-disclosure agreements that have been signed there. Okay, probably between all of them.
Exactly right.
Stedman probably doing something to Gail. Let me shut up before I get sued.
Right, before we get sued for defamation.
I don't know if that's true, y'all.
We don't know if that's true. Allegedly. This is all
allegedly.
This is all alleged stuff.
These are all the opinions of Tina Marie Haslett.
Right, so that was Hot Topic in Black Hollywood. We got to get into some news before we run out of time. So let's get into. Oh wait, we got to let this roll first. Yay! We did it. Okay, let's head into the news roundup. All right, so I want to talk about Hunter Biden real fast, but I got a clip to play before we get into it. I got to find. I don't know which clip it is, so we have to figure it out. We have to go. Here we go.
Wow. So Republican Chris Christie.
That's not.
We just sent $100 billion.
Not the clip either.
Of course, in Florida.
Hey, I don't have the clip. I thought I had the clip, but I don't. I thought I had it. I thought I put it in here, but I don't. But I guess we're gonna wing it. Okay, here we go. So, Hunter Biden over the course of how many months has been or a year or whatever, has been trying to get the Republicans been investigating him. They've been trying to get him to testify, but they only want him to testify in private. And when I feel like when Republicans want people to testify in private, is because they can spin what they want to say, take what they want from that conversation they had, from the testimony, and put it out there to make it seem like Hunter Biden is the worst person in the world. So Hunter Biden, he keeps saying, no, I'm not going to testify in private. I will testify in public where this will be displayed on TV and everybody can see and watch and hear what's going on. He said, I would do it publicly, but I would not do it privately. And the Republicans were trying to get him arrested and all these other kind of things because he was basically being subpoenaed to Congress to testify and he wasn't showing up. So there was a hearing going on, and I guess something about they were discussing about Hunter Biden, and he showed up. Now, mind you, this was on TV. So he sat there and he listened to all these Republicans talk about him and do all this, say all kind of shit about him. Soon as they said they was handing it over to Marjorie Taylor Greene, he got up and walked out. He didn't want to hear nothing that bitch had to say. Now, she had the nerve, audacity to go up there and call him all kinds of cowards and how he's a liar and he's a criminal and all these other kind of things that she tried to say about Hunter Biden. But this same woman who's trying to make Hunter Biden be out to be this awful man was the same man that was in Congress in Washington, D.C. showing his dick pics on the floor. But you want to talk about disrespect. You going around, you are a 40-some-year-old woman in Congress in the most sacred place in the United States of America next to the White House, and you showing dick pics of Hunter Biden on the floor. How
did she even get on?
I don't even know at this point. Like, what does him sending pictures of his dick to anybody has to do with whatever it is that y'all accusing him of doing? Make it make sense to me.
Sounds like she must have had a thing for him.
I swear to God. By the way, I have never seen Hunter Biden before until this whole thing.
His daddy was fine when he was younger, right? So his son must have looked, yeah.
Today, the Hunter Biden I saw. Who is fucking you? That's what I want. I know he's probably about 50, but he looks dead. I'm gonna be.
Well, what they say, he party a little hard. That's what they say.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, yeah, God. He gotta be. You're right. He gotta be about, because his daddy was like 70 something, almost 80.
He is 80 something.
Oh. Well, okay, so Joe looked good back in the day.
He did. I did. I think you forced me to go find a picture of him.
I did. He didn't look too half bad, right?
Okay, Joe is 81 years old. He will be 82 on November 20th.
Oh, he was born right before 20. Okay, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I just feel like then I feel like I said, they want him to testify in private to make him out to be this monster, and how that way they could find some type of say, well, this was said in the private deposition. And then now we got what we need to say to impeach Joe Biden and all this other kind of mess. And even Fox News, who is pro-Republican, said that what Congress is doing is wrong, with the whole back and forth and all this other kind of stuff. Like, well, if the Democrats is gonna, how Trump jump through all these hoops and go through, court appearance after court appearance after court appearance, we're gonna do the same thing on the Democratic side. So they couldn't get Joe Biden, so now they went after the son. And the Fox News is like, what is you doing? Like, you making a fool of yourself.
I mean, yeah, because he don't have nothing to do with what his father is doing as president. You can't tie anything, you know what I'm saying? You can't tie them two together. Yeah, other than that's his father, but he's a 50-year-old man. Like, what? Like, right. What are you talking about? So whatever it is that he doing, obviously he don't care. I mean, he's been living his life. He's gonna continue.
And it's crazy. At the end of the day, it's like Joe Biden, like, my son is in his 50s. Do it look like I give a fuck about what dealings he's doing overseas? Like, he ain't asking me for money.
And this man, 81 years old, he's blessed to see 81 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Come on, y'all. Like, is he one of the oldest presidents we ever had?
I have no idea. I think he is the oldest president.
81? Like, he up there. And that's a blessing.
Right.
That is a blessing. That's why I'm like, and we talked about this before, like how we need somebody that's a little bit more spry to be in office because they have newer, fresher ideas
Okay.
about how to.
He was the oldest president to be elected. He was 77 years of age when he was elected as president of the United States.
So I kind of figured that because I'm like, I what's his name? What Donald Trump? Donald Trump is. I want to. What?
A little off topic. I think France. They just got elected a new prime minister, right? He is only 30 some years. He is fine.
Oh, you gotta send me that picture.
I'm gonna have to go find it for you, but he is fine. And he's on the other team.
Oh, is he?
So he's the first openly gay president.
Okay.
Or prime minister in history.
Nice. But see, I don't. So why does across the pond, right, or whatever you want to call it, like, why are they so much more progressive than here? So my thing is like, all of the Englishmen left from over there because they didn't like to be ruled under whatever was going on over there under the Queen, the King, and all of that. They came over here, and they doing work like. You know what I'm saying? They didn't like the beliefs, morals, ideals, values, whatever they was going on over there. And they brought their asses over here, took over some other people's land. And the people back across the pond have like, they're more progressive to me. A lot of like
universal health care, universal daycare, universal education.
They're more for their people and less for themselves. But the thing is, if people only realize that if you're more for the people, you get more for yourself. Like what is it that you don't understand? Like being a servant leader is probably one of the best leadership styles.
Because right now we got the Republican Party, and they just don't believe in progression. They believe in keeping things like they want to keep things like it was what they call that thing back in the day in the 60s, you know, the movement.
The civil rights movement?
There we go. Why is my mind blanking? Yes.
You saw about me.
They think they want things to go back to pre-civil rights movement and all that kind of stuff where, you know, colors have to go into the back door, colors have to sit in the back of the bus, colors have to give up their seats. No. Color white bubblers and I can't believe I just said bubbler. White water fountains and black water fountains, you know, stuff like that.
Because we call them bubblers up here. But anyway, can you imagine the millennials and Gen Z? Somebody telling them that they.
First of all, can
you imagine that?
Gen Zs can't even walk across the street without GPS, so I can't imagine them during the civil rights movements. I'm just saying.
First of all, they wasn't gonna have nobody staff to enforce these rules and regulations that they was trying to impose. First of all, wasn't nobody gonna show up to work. If they showed up to work, they was gonna show up late, and they was gonna do a half-ass job, and then quit 2 weeks into having a new job. You get what I'm saying? Like Gen Z don't care. Millennials, we kind of like, we still got that old-fashioned value type of thing. A lot of our parents went through, my parents went through the whole civil rights movement, you know. So we kind of got, from our parents, we kind of know what it is, you know, racism and all of that and why it's important. Gen Z really don't, you know what I'm saying? You say some racist shit, you might get that. They don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got a little bit more tact with it, but I cannot see either one of us, either of the generations, the millennials or the Gen Z, going for any of that mess. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not happening. And that's another reason why a lot of our government is falling apart, because that's what our government was based upon.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what our government is based upon.
I mean, our government was built on slavery.
Yeah, so, that's what I'm saying.
And then,
that's why I don't work no more.
Right. And then we already got Donald Trump making a fool of himself. He keeps trying to go to the Supreme Courts and appeal not being on the ballot. Like, sir, I don't feel like if you have an open case against you in a federal court, you should not be able to run
A
for any
pending
type
case.
of government. Right. You should not be able to run for any type of government position ever at all. I would just say ever, because you can be found not guilty. Or what?
Well, I feel like until you found while you have pending charges, you should not be able to hold office.
And
Yes.
so he said he going to all these Supreme Courts and stuff, trying to get them to overturn when the state said we're not going to put him on the ballot for the presidency. Okay.
So
no, I don't know.
Sidebar: his wife's mother just passed, and they were the same age.
That's nasty.
You
That's nasty.
know, condolences to her because that's a mother. You know, I know we both know how it feels to lose a parent. You know,
I do, but that's nasty.
that. Yeah, her mother just passed.
I wonder,
Mhm.
when she have sex with Donald Trump, does she picture somebody else?
Do you think he actually can have sex? Because I don't. I think he watched her have sex.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You might be right. And speaking of Donald Trump, the former governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie, was running for president for 2024. And he recently just dropped out of the presidential race. I'm going to play a clip of what he had to say about Donald Trump.
Wow.
Okay.
So Republican Chris Christie, who just dropped out of the presidential race today, offered a warning about electing Donald Trump again in his final speech as a Republican candidate. This is worth a watch. Take a look at the clip.
I have known him well for 22 years, more than anybody else in this race has known him. And I can promise you this: if you put him back behind the desk in the Oval Office and a choice comes and a decision is needed to be made as to whether he puts himself first or he puts you first, how much more evidence do you need that he will pick himself? And if that is what we have there, then people are going to remain angry, remain divided, and become even more exhausted than they are today.
Yeah, Christie is spot on there. And remember, he is a lifelong Republican. Truly, how much more evidence do Republicans need that Donald Trump always picks himself over the needs of the people? And on top of this, I really want people to consider what a second Trump term would be like, because it would be awful. Not just for me, not just for you, everybody in this country. Trump won't get anything done. He'll just continue to go after his political opponents, and division between Democrats and Republicans, as Christie said, will be at an all-time high. Look, when you have lifelong Republicans like Christie, or Republicans who have worked for Donald Trump coming out and saying like, yeah, Trump is dangerous for America, we should probably listen to these people.
Why his cheeks so rosy?
Leave Harry alone. Leave him alone. Thank you, Harry, for the clip.
But Doug, we knew that, right? We always knew Donald Trump was for himself as a businessman. Like
black
that,
folks,
I don't feel like that was a secret.
Black folks know that. Poor white people don't know that. Because a lot of poor white people were so excited for Donald Trump to get elected, and Donald Trump was going to do this and he's going to do that. He fucked every last one of them, because he ain't getting not one of them a tax break. He ain't getting none of them nothing for free. He made sure that all his rich friends and the rich black people got all the tax cuts. All the rich black people was happy when Trump was in office, all the tax cuts and stuff that he was giving to the rich folks and stuff. All the poor people was the ones who suffered during his whole entire presidency. So, and then Donald Trump, like, what is our country's motto? We the people, for the people. He ain't none of those.
Listen, it was a lot of black folks that was happy because he was giving out them stimmies for some shit that he probably helped create. You're not gonna tell me that he didn't get some type of kickback for just how the pandemic was handled.
He probably had investments in one of the companies that made the medication when everybody got the vaccine. And that's probably where he made his money at.
Pfizer, Moderna, which one? Not Johnson & Johnson, because they flop. They flop.
Yeah. I don't know what
So
the company
probably
is
either
now that they
Pfizer or
use there.
Moderna. Probably Pfizer. Pfizer was the one that was like top tier, and that was the one everybody wanted to get, right? And then it was putting all these things out like, oh, side effects with the Moderna, blah 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 blah, you know. And then now they have created the Pfizer vaccine. It's called something totally different because they didn't want it to be called the Pfizer vaccine, so they actually gave the COVID vaccine its own name because Pfizer makes so many other medications.
Right.
Fun fact. Sorry, y'all.
Right.
Say hi, Tanya.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was News Roundup.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. I don't know. Tina put together her health thing this week before I go into the next
didn't because you were
you told me
to talk about my health
already.
You know what? I'm not going to deal with you. What would you like for me to talk about? Because I can talk about something off the top of my head. Let's go.
I don't know. I was going to go into the TikTok videos of the week.
Whatever. Go into the TikTok videos.
Lord, I'm trying to blame.
You see how he do me, y'all? You see how he do me? You see how he do me?
I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but, all of it.
Here's a video from a young man in Florida.
Of course, in Florida, out of all fucking places in the United States of America, in Florida, some woman's driveway got stolen from her. They stole her fucking driveway in Tampa. Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? The entire driveway, you guys. Even the fucking parts leading up to the front door. They fucking stole it. God. Oh my God. You really can't have shit anymore. Like, someone literally drove past this lady's house and was like, fuck, that's a nice driveway. I want it. And literally took it. Who literally looks at somebody's driveway and is like, damn, I want that driveway, and gets a fucking, I don't know, like a crane and takes it? Like, right from the front of their house. Like, they literally just take it. Like, now when you leave your house, you're going to have to be like, fuck, like, is someone going to take my driveway today? I can't. Like, I can't. I'm fucking sick.
Okay, number one, lip fillers. I love that y'all love these big lips, right? Number two, I did see that story, and the young lady, she looked possibly African American, maybe mixed. She was a little baffled about what went on, but it sounded like she had enlisted. She had signed a contract with a contractor, and they were either supposed to be fixing her driveway. It was something to that matter, to that. So what they did was, I think they took out the old driveway and they put the new one down. And then when she went back, it was some rigmarole with the contract and some back and forth. And I think they quoted her over 10 grand. And I mean, yeah, I wanted, now you've been to my house. I wanted a concrete pathway to go from my back door to my fence to where my driveway was. And that was $3,000. So concrete is expensive. A house I was looking at that needed to be repaired, he gave me, and her driveway is long. I think he gave me a quote about $6 grand, and her driveway is probably twice as long as mine. What is, hi Theo, what is the problem?
Ain't she supposed to be fixing some toys and
why is he not, first of all, why is he not on the live stream? Why he commenting? I appreciate your comments, but what?
He's somewhere being an old person as usual.
We miss him though.
Walking around gas.
That's you.
Oh. But my whole thing is though with the driveway thing, because apparently she woke up that next morning and her driveway was gone. So I'm like, how hard was you sleep that you ain't hear somebody pulling up a whole entire driveway?
But and they were in the wind, but that's what I'm saying. She knew they were supposed to remove her driveway. They were supposed to replace it, and they didn't. So she knew they were going to take up the old one. You know what I'm saying? And she looked really like, oh, kind of timid. And I would have been on that.
Eating steak, really? That's why you're a crazy old person.
Where's my money?
That's why you gotta go to work tomorrow and all that snow.
Ain't nobody got to do nothing. Crazy. Haven't you learned from Gen Z?
Oh, right. We call in. But let me get into this. This next video is about a piece of an airplane falling off. So here we go.
Oh.
What'd that say? A part of the plane flew off not even 20 minutes into the flight. Now, how a piece of the plane come off? Well, I mean, I guess at least they was prepared, because some of these airlines would have been BYOM. Bring your own mask. Y'all a little too calm for me, because I would be panicking. I would be all kinds of loud. Like, Lord Jesus, we need you and your sandals to come help land this plane. I get nervous just off turbulence, so I know my stomach would have been bubbling.
We're at the end of the plane, so the emergency door's right there. It was just a piece.
At least y'all was on a good airline, because if it had been Spirit or Frontier, they would have covered that hole up and kept on flying. Lord have mercy.
Lord, when I saw that, I almost passed out. Ain't no way in the hell. I would have been running up and down them aisles, losing my fucking mind, okay? Ain't no way in the hell the whole fucking, like, it looked like the escape hatch, whatever they call that.
They was so calm. I don't think that was an escape hatch. It was just a random panel off the plane just fell.
Oh, hell no. Can you imagine if that shit happened when they was flying out? Like, they had just took, ain't no way in hell I would have been that calm. I would have either been passed out or I would have been running up and down the hall screaming bloody murder.
No.
Oh, hell no. They would have had to tranquilize me.
Nobody took one of your videos, kid, because you have music in your videos, and I'm not about to get sued for copyright infringement.
I could not. That could not be me. I would have been passed the fuck out.
Child, please. Like I was telling people about that landing into Milwaukee. I'm just saying, I was acting the fool. Oh, Jesus, help me, Jesus. Oh,
child,
Jesus, help me. I was doing all
that's how it was when I went to New Orleans, dude. I was about to pack. I grabbed the man next to me. It was so much turbulence. I was like, oh, my bad. Sorry. I thought I was going to die. I thought it was the end of the world. I got off that plane and I was sweating bullets.
I can't wait for someone to put him in a home. They need to put his ass in a home.
What is he talking about?
He's being a crazy
Why he so angry?
He always angry. But let me get into this last video before we head into final thoughts.
We just sent $100 billion of your tax money to Israel. Yep. Your tax money is helping so many people. So you telling me y'all can afford to send $100 billion of them somewhere else? And I can't even afford to live? But your tax money is hard at work for the people. Oh my God, where are my manners, Mr. President? I've been working 60 hours a week every week for my whole life just to blow up a hospital. Good investment. Thank you so much. I can't even afford to eat a goddamn meal and you talking to me about this super shit. Why is this country so selfish? Let me tell you something. It costs $3,000 to rent a dugout. The price of food going up and wages ain't doing shit. But because keep going up, not only is the wages not going up, if I get hurt, I die. Because I can't even afford to die. And you got the nerve to call me selfish, you stupid. Like, nah, let me get this shit straight, though. So you sending hundreds of times money it would take to fix the problems somewhere else to fund a genocide. But because that don't make me want to wrap an American flag around my chest and I'm the one that's selfish? Bruh.
I caught on.
So why was he watching somebody cleaning a window while you were saying that?
He said, I can't even afford to die. Is that how bad America is right now? You can't afford to die.
It's so expensive to die. Okay. I was just talking about life insurance policies earlier today. Because what? It's expensive to die. Okay.
Oh fuck! Wait, did y'all see? Um, what? Oh god, did y'all see? So apparently, this funeral home. I forgot what city or state this in, but apparently, this funeral home charged his family $12,000 for this casket, and they had to wrap the casket with the. It had the girl name on there, her picture, and everything on this casket. First of all, why are you having a custom casket made and you having your family member cremated? Just get a rental casket. Second of all, apparently the funeral home told the family that they can leave the casket at the funeral home and they will store it for them and it can be used for another family member. Why was the casket being sold on Facebook Marketplace for $78? I'm like, the fuck is going on?
So 2024 don't give no fucks. I noticed that. Like, what is going on? It's so messy. It is so aggressive. 2024 came in like fuck all y'all. Like, what is going on? I don't know, but I'm here. I'm with the shits.
Well, you don't want me to be with the shit, so you know what happened when I be with the shit. You know,
Yes, I do.
I turn violent. I'm ready to burn stuff down. Oh, I remember when Tina got into her baby daddy. I said, "You want to go burn down his house?" She said, "Why you always want to resort to violence?" I said, "That's the only thing I can respond to very well."
Not that type of violence. Other types of violence.
Oh.
You got to come up with some different types of violence.
We should just go straight to the extreme first. I'm just saying, it makes me feel better. You will feel better. Everybody will feel better. The church house.
Have you ever heard of torture? It is an art form.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
See what I'm saying? You're not with the shit. You clearly not with the shit. You clearly not with the shit. I'm
ready to go burn some shit down. Oh Lord.
Oh, well, you can come get her right now. Come on.
I'm going to the Goodwill my body. What? Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't know.
You better not. Let's get ready and head into final thoughts before Old Man Theater loses his mind. When I was a little hoe, I had a rag down. Oh, final thoughts.
I got to kick off final thoughts.
Yeah, because I forgot where I was going. I was.
Oh my God. Okay. Final thoughts. 2024. We here. This is our first podcast episode in the new year. So thank everybody for joining and watching us. I feel like New Year's resolutions we kind of did on the last episode. I just send a lot of peace and love out there to everybody because I've been seeing a lot of deaths. I've been hearing about a lot of suicides. It's just struggle all the way around. So if you can be nice to somebody, be nice to somebody. But make sure you pay that shit forward.
So my final thought is make gas 99 cents again. Gas is still too damn high. Something needs to be done.
It went down.
Gas. Oh. It ain't go down enough. Gas is still too damn high. I remember when I thought I was balling when I put $10 worth of gas in my gas tank. I can ride for days off of $10 worth of gas. Now you go down the street, boom, gas gone. Make gas cheap again. And for 2024, it's like Tina said, it started off with a bunch of killings and stuff. And I swear to God, y'all need to do better. When I was in Miami, right after the Buffalo Bills game, I turned on the news and stuff, whatever. And right after the Buffalo Bills game, somebody gets shot and killed right in the Hard Rock Stadium parking lot in Miami. And then there's another shooting stuff. And then Tina and them have the nerve to say, "Well, why you ain't go to explore?" I said, "I'm by the ghetto." Tina's like, "Well, you should blend in." Hell no, I'm not gonna blend in. This is called Little Havana. I don't know nothing about no mafia. I don't know nothing about the Kringos, the Dingos.
Oh, you scared?
All them people. I don't know nothing about them people. I don't.
You scared?
I have accepted the fact that of my bougie life. I accepted it.
Okay. Okay.
I have accepted it. It's the reason why I got a shirt that says bougie. I just have to accept the fact that I live a different life now. I'm bougie. I don't know no other way to put it. And like Tina said, we need to do well one another, pay it forward, learn how to be nice to somebody sometime. You see somebody who in desperate need for help. Well, I should say that. Okay, here we go. If you see somebody and they're really in desperate need for help and they really need help and need the help for real, and they ain't on no bull mess and none of that kind of stuff, help them out. But these people who be talking about, just help me out, just help me out. Like, you don't been helped 4,862,000 times, 1,000,000, zillion, bazillion times. Ain't no more help for you. I'm not helping you no more. Damn it, I'm not helping you. Damn it, you to hell, I'm not helping you. My voices in my head is telling me to burn you. And that's what's going to happen if you keep talking to me, hell.
We're going to get you some help.
Huh?
We're going to get you some help.
You know what, Theater? Fall out of a tree.
I mean,
And
I'm here for you, buddy.
With that being said, this has been Samcast Different Day Podcast. Make sure y'all check out our links in the description to all our social media pages. And then don't forget to head over to direct.me/Samecast Different Day Podcast, where you can find a link to our website where you can buy official podcast merch. I believe Tina has the official podcast shot glass right there. She has the hoodie. She has the hat. She got the whole shebang. So make sure y'all head over to our merch store and buy that Samecast Different Day merch.
Rocker.
Theo's
Office rocker. Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that. Yeah, we know that. Yeah. That's,
But until next time, hopefully I can get some of my TikTok homies to join in on a few episodes. So
I'm with it.
So make sure y'all tune in to Samcast Different Day Podcast. Next week you can watch us live Thursdays at 7:15 p.m. 6:15 p.m. Eastern. No.
You're doing too much calculation.
7:15 Eastern. And then on the West Coast, y'all can catch us at 5:15 p.m. So make sure y'all tune in next week, and we'll see y'all next week live. And if you don't have time to watch, us live, you can always go back and watch it on YouTube or Facebook, or you can catch the audio version on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you stream your podcasts. So, Crystal, if you want to come on or be on for the next episode, just let me know. So with that being said, this has been Samecast Different Day Podcast, and we'll see you all on the next episode.